it's Midlife Game-ist. Do something a little bit different, as it's a bank holiday VR experience. There's a little bit of a game which I've played it a little bit and it's quite interesting. I became fascinated with the Titanic, about the background, the story of the Titanic, but obviously with a huge film that came out with Leonardo DiCaprio in it. I think it brought it. More people became interested, and obviously then the dives and things that went on around it became more interesting. And even now, the other day I saw another theory about why it sank. It's such an amazing story, and such a shame that so many people lost their lives in what was a huge, great tragedy. But we saw this. Currently, it's $15.99, but I got it when it was on sale for half price, $7.99, and I would say it's one of those that's worth looking out for if it's on sale. A lot of experiences. I've got an Everest one which I'll show you one day, and I downloaded the Great Barrier Reef because obviously Great Barrier Reef, who doesn't want to see that? And sometimes some of these experiences are quite disappointing. They're very short. The quality is just 360-degree videos, which I'll probably never go to the Great Barrier Reef and see that for myself. But it's when you pay money for it, you do expect something back. And some of those, I would say they're not worth investing in. But something like this, you can see it's an educational package as well, so it's something for the kids as well. But I'll educate myself as well. I'm just fascinated, so that's why I wanted to. I'm going to start a new game, so you see it from the beginning. So, hope you're all having a good weekend, bank holiday. It's nice not to have to work. It's going to be a nice sunny one again, so get the barbecues out later. A few beers, get friends around, family. Shh. So you're in this submersible, that's what it's all about.
Good. Excited?
Yeah, I've seen all the footage, but I mean, it's different to be so close to her.
Ever done anything like this before?
Yeah, Bismarck as a grad student, and Lusitania on vacation a couple of years back.
Hell of a resume.
Alright, I've reached the seabed. Can't see much.
You're still a couple of 100 meters out, and back to manual control. Shall we run an equipment test?
got my hands around the right way, that's just something. So I will do the tutorial for you.
Sure, let's do this by the
You can
book.
see I'm using the move controllers.
Alright, let's run through the controls on the panel in front of you. The center left joystick allows you to move the submersible forward, back, left and right. The center right joystick controls the yaw, letting you rotate left and right. Now let's check the altitude controls. The lever on the far right allows you to ascend and descend.
Okay,
If you look down at your hands, you can see your motion controllers. The move button on your left controller is the info button. Holding down the info button will bring up the control diagram for your controllers. If it feels more comfortable, you can operate the submersible using these controls instead of physically moving the levers.
great. How do I interact with objects?
You can interact with objects in the submersible by touching the object with your controller and then pressing the T button to use. If you ever get stuck, just hold down the info button again to bring up the controls diagram.
Will do.
Right, now we'll move on to the map and missions. Shows your current location as a blue pointer at the bottom of the screen. As you approach the wreck, it will slowly appear on the map. The yellow icon is your current goal location, so you know where you should be heading. I'll update the map and your goal locations as we go through contracts.
Right.
The screen just to the left of the console displays the mission log. It shows your current goal task. So if you aren't sure what you should be doing or looking for, check the mission log and map for more information.
Reach the forecastle.
Got it.
Okay, you'd better place a marker before we head too far. Interact with the button next to the map to place one.
Marker's been placed.
You can head towards the bow. So, I had a call from our main sponsor.
Problem?
No, all fine. Just voicing her excitement about us finally diving. Said she's looking forward to seeing what we can do. I've set up a call for 8 p.m. this evening.
For $45,000 a day, let's just hope we find something.
Never mind the money. My doctorate is riding on
Alright,
this.
let's go. Keep the. You can direct. They didn't go into that, but you can direct the light so that you can see. It's quite eerie. Should start seeing it appear soon. Here we go.
Right. I should get my lights ready now that I'm getting close to the bow.
The far left lever controls your sub's lights. To turn the spotlights on and off, interact with the button in front of the lever.
Here we go. Ready? Going up.
Whoa.
There's something you don't see every day.
Ready?
She's a beauty.
There you go.
Okay, first things first. We've got a contract with the Titanic Society to place their commemorative plaque on the forecastle deck. Get yourself into position.
All right.
Must have been quite eerie to see that for the first time. It's quite realistic, to be honest. You know, seeing this in VR.
to it now. Ah, the ROV.
Yep, courtesy of Flight Avionics and the latest in augmented reality technology. If you look up, you'll find a set of VR goggles and a control panel.
To deploy the ROV, reach out and touch the VR goggles with your motion controller. Then
The controls to maneuver the Predator are the same as the submersible.
So
Make your way over to the plaques already laying on the deck, and remember
Turn
that the
around
range
and
is only
see.
up to 15 meters. The advantage of driving without an umbilical.
Is there any way to boost the signal?
Yeah, but we need to upgrade the deep-sea transmitter, and they don't come cheap. The generosity of our sponsors and UNS funding only goes so far. If we complete these contract jobs, we might just be able to afford some upgrades.
What happens if I go out of range?
The automatic recall kicks in. ROV comes straight back to the sub.
I'm here.
So now,
Great! The
on
plaque
the
we're
mode,
placing is in the Predator's
I'm using
inventory.
the buttons,
You can access it through the menu.
the triangles, the squares,
Oh, how do I open the menu?
the circles.
you can open the menu by pressing and releasing the info button.
Okay.
While in the menu,
I'll take a
you can
photograph
check
of
your
the
map
camera.
and mission log.
Great idea. They'll appreciate that. You can access the camera through the ROV inventory. Open up the menu again and select the camera icon from the inventory screen.
So if you press the top, the move button on the right hand one, this one here, then it takes you back in and you can see, and you've got a recall button. But if you, then you can go, if you select that back up, you'll go straight back out there to where it is. I wanted to try and select the counter lead.
Press one of the T buttons to take a photograph. You can get out of camera mode by pressing and releasing the info button again.
Done. I'll head back to Sedna.
No need. Just press the move button on your right controller. This is the return button.
So
Now you're back in the sub. Recall the ROV by pressing the button next to the ROV goggles. It's above you on the right.
We're heading for his cabin, right?
That's right. Eyewitness testimony said Henderson kept a journal. It should tell us more about his activities on the final night.
I presume I'm looking for some kind of trunk.
Henderson had a briefcase listed on the manifest. With any luck, it's still in his room.
going down.
Dr. Lynch,
Yeah?
why are we doing this?
$45,000 a day at sea.
No, I know, but that just about covers the costs of the expedition. I meant, like, why are we taking this job in particular?
Well, put it this way. Why do you think she hired us?
Because we're academics?
Yes, but more specifically, we respect the history. It would have been cheaper for our sponsor to just hire a salvage team.
And why'd you agree to take it?
Funding like this comes once in a blue moon, and I wanted to see her up close.
So you can see that I need to be going down. It's a funny glow there. Sort of gives it away. Where you need to be. I'm sure that would be
breach is from
quite
the
eerie
impact
to
with the
come
ocean
across.
floor. Anything in here is going to be messy.
Would
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
be
It's
quite.
towards the top of the breach. Look for the flashing beacon. I really hope his briefcase is there.
Here we go. It's really quite.
Ah, I found a briefcase. I just need to pick it up by holding down one of the T buttons.
WJH. I think this is it.
Well, that's lucky. Are you going to open it?
Not down
No,
here.
not
Don't
here.
be stupid.
Assuming there's anything intact in there, it'll start degrading as soon as I open the case. I'll have to bring it back to the lab before we can take a peek.
Okay, you should put the briefcase in the Predator's storage then. Just open and close the menu again by pressing and releasing the info button. The briefcase will appear in the ROV's inventory as a selectable item, and you'll have your hands free again.
Right. If this is the last task for today, I'll head back to the lab now.
Yep, just return to the submersible and you can head up from there. I can't wait to see what's inside. Let's get you to the surface. Activate the autopilot and get comfortable.
In it goes. Sweet.
Alright, I'll see you in about 2 hours.
You alright? Not very talkative now, are you? Hello? No? No. Oh, go on, yes, we'll do it.
Okay, I'm back in the lab. I need to complete the tasks listed on the whiteboard by teleporting around the room and interacting with the recovered items and preservation stations. When I complete a task, the next task will appear on the board. I can rotate on the spot using the cross and circle buttons on the left motion controller, and interact with items using either controller. To teleport, I need to hold down the square button on the left controller while aiming at one of the chairs dotted around the lab.
Like
When the
so.
white square appears on the ground, I let go of the button and instantly teleport to that location. If I drop an item and can't reach it, I can use the tractor beam to recover it. I just need to hold down one of the T buttons while aiming at the item, and it will move up to my hand. If I get really stuck, holding down both T buttons and move buttons will reset the items back to the starting tub while keeping my progress. If I'm not sure what to do, I can always refer to the whiteboard to see the next task. Our sponsor is calling at 8 o'clock, so I better get started by opening this briefcase.
Whoa, looks to be in good condition.
Let's get this clean. Silver doesn't look great after being in the ocean. This tobacco tin is covered in silver sulfide. I'll have to gently wash this using a soft brush, making sure I don't scratch the surface underneath.
Turn it into a scrubber.
It's come up great.
Look at that. And then on the whiteboard up in front, it'll tell you what you need to do. So I'm going to go back over to that. Let's see what else we do.
This journal is pretty special. The pages seem to be a fabric paper blend. I think the desalination bath will leach out the salt. A bone hair comb. These banknotes are delicate and will need a good rinsing in the desalination bath. Then we can treat them in the fungicide to keep them clean before freeze drying them.
So now, I'm in now we freeze dry. So go. You can tell I've done this before. So put them in here. Oh. And wait for them to be frozen. Okay. So there you go. And that. Now it's okay to open this. Nope.
Special, looks like a receipt for a telegraph sent on the night of April 14th.
Here's our sponsor. We can tell her the news.
Hi, team. How are you both?
Hi, Gillian. We're doing great.
We've just finished cleaning the artifacts we found today. We managed to access Henderson's cabin and retrieve his briefcase.
Wonderful.
Inside we found his journal, a few personal items still in good condition. One interesting item is a receipt for a telegraph sent on the night of the sinking.
Oh, that is interesting. I didn't know William sent a message.
That's what we thought.
It's possible it wasn't sent, and that it's still in either the purser's office or the Marconi room. We're thinking our next dive should be to explore these rooms.
I know teams have searched the Marconi room before. but I didn't think the purser's office was accessible.
Yeah, up till now it's been off limits due to the size of ROVs, but ours is small enough to access it. We're hoping we might find the purser's record book.
It's ready for
with
drying in the
message
acetone
listed.
bath. As for the Marconi room, other dives have shown most of the furniture is deteriorated, but the telegraph canisters might have survived.
Sounds plausible. Let me know if you find anything. I'd love to see the message he sent. I've only the letters from Southampton.
I noticed something odd in his journal. On the 14th he mentions carrying some special package, but I'm sure he didn't have anything reported in the manifest. Do you have any idea what it could be?
Well, in his last letter, he wrote about returning
This
home
leather
with a
case is
present
looking
for
pretty
my
sturdy, but it will need a good soaking
I'll
in the
do a bit of
desal tub
research
to
on
remove
my
the salt.
end.
Then I
check
can give it
over
a
the
gentle
manifest
scrub with the
again
nylon
and see
brush.
if we missed anything.
Great, we'll let you know if we find anything tomorrow. I'm sending over photos of the items we found today.
Thanks, I really appreciate the regular updates. It's making writing much easier. We'll talk again soon.
Well, shall we call it a day?
Not quite. Gillian was kind enough to order in a stronger transmitter for our ROV. We'll need to fit it before the dive tomorrow. Otherwise, we won't be able to reach the purser's office.
I'll get on it now then.
It's waiting for you over there.
Thanks.
There you go. How cool does that look? Cleaned it all up. Put that on eBay later. Open. Oh, broke the lock now. There you go.
Now it's clean. It needs to be soaked in PEG and fungicide to soften the leather and stop it from cracking. Alright.
Doing a lot of freeze drying. Let's get in there. I prefer a microwave so I can do me grubbing it. Do a jacket potato or something. So that's all of that done. Now we need to do the work on the little bot. So you can see how small it is.
I need to replace the transmitter in the ROV with the one on the table next to it. The instructions for replacement are on the posters behind the ROV rack, and I can access the lower sections of the ROV by lifting the rack bar up.
Like that.
She's all ready to go for tomorrow.
Cool. I'll see you in the morning then.
Nice. So with each upgrade, you're extending the range that the bot can go out on its own, which is brilliant. So a lot of the story is just between the positioning yourself as close as you can possibly dare get without entering the ship, and then guiding your bot through the ship to collect various items.
Radio check, Wilson.
Coming in nice and clear, Dr. Lynch.
Great. First up is the purser's office on C deck, correct?
Correct. To access it, you'll need to head down through the hole where the forward grand staircase was. I'll mark it on your map.
The C deck is pretty compressed from what I've heard.
Yeah, the impact with the sea floor bent most of the supporting pillars, so they're struggling with the weight of the floors above.
With the rate of decay increasing, it won't be long before it all collapses. I'm glad we've had a chance to come down here and see it for ourselves before all this becomes inaccessible.
Need to approach it from a different direction this time. We're going to be going in from the side.
she was sinking past then. And all of a sudden she lifted up quickly, and you could hear everything.
If you can hear that.
Everything that was. So I thought, well, now I'm going to leave. And I was hanging on to a board. We had two boards, starboard and port, which said, keep clear of propeller blades. And I was hanging on to one of these, and I was getting higher and higher in the air. And I thought, well, now I'll go. And I dropped in. I had a lifeboat on. And I hit the water with a terrific crack. Luckily, I didn't hit anything when I dropped in. There were bodies all over the place. And then I looked up at the Titanic. The propellers were right out of water. The rudder was right out. And I could see the bottom. And then gradually she glided away. And that was that. That was the last of the Titanic. I didn't want to die. I mean, I didn't see much chance of living. But I was gradually getting frozen up. And by the grace of God, I came across a lifeboat. And they pulled me in.
There we go. Every time it comes into view, that is really eerie. Find the cabin. That's quite. I'm not going to say freaky, but it is. So we need to find where we're going to enter. So I need to get a bit higher, do I? Position myself over the top.
You'll need to be careful of debris when descending with the Predator. It might make it easier if you position your sub so the lights shine down the void.
Good idea.
Okay. Let's go.
Deploying Predator. Starting to descend.
I wonder if I move the lights further forward. Let's go further forward, I said. Oh. See if that's made it better. Yeah, you can see a bit there. Is that where we're going? Going deeper. No, I think this is it. Is it? No, it's not. Next one down. Yeah, next one down. It further forward, just get a bit more light. Very on the situation. And go back in there. Not made much difference, has it, to be honest? So it's trying to remember which are the correct buttons.
Here we are.
There's a crab there.
Great. The purser's office and inquiry desk are on the starboard
Okay.
side. You'll need to go over the desk to get into the side room.
Just turn that down a bit. That was...
Right, I'm here.
The office is to the left as you enter. Be careful. This area hasn't been explored before. We don't know what we'll find in here.
To think the last person in this room would have been Chief Purser
Hello,
McElroy.
crap.
The record book would have been kept in a leather pouch.
Oh, there's loads of them under. Crab claw, anyone? Let's have a look.
I don't see it here.
Maybe try the safe back out in the inquiry office.
You're just making it up as we go. There's the safe, I'm guessing.
The doors are rusted shut. We can't check inside.
Is the pouch among the debris?
No, I can't see the leather pouch anywhere. We might be out of luck.
That's a shame.
We'll have to hope the Marconi room gives us some answers.
While we're here, we should collect a sample of the rust on the safe doors. MCPA regularly check for new species of bacteria living in rusticles.
I'll take a photograph of the
and
scene
I'm sure
too.
they'll want a
We'll need to
sample
see the
of this.
rustical formations as well.
No, I didn't want to do that. Press the wrong button. Keep doing that. I'm terrible for it. Is that not letting me? It's not letting me select. I want to select. There we go. There we go. That's a bit weird that it wouldn't let me.
Done. We'd better move on to the Marconi room.
I'll mark it on your map. You'll need to head back to the sub to get there.
Perhaps just going backwards and forwards. Take a picture of the jellyfish.
The Marconi room isn't too far from here, just between the first funnel and your current position.
How do I get in?
Either through the skylight or the corridors. Up to you which you feel is safer.
Right, I don't want to damage the wreck. Or the ROV.
Wanted to take a photo of it. Oh, you have to wait for it to charge. That's a cool photo. There's one. Sell on eBay as well. Amazon. Right, let's call it back. So you should see it come returning on its own. Where is it? That always amazes me. You know, you lean forward to look out of a window and you feel like you're going to hit your head at any moment. Where is it? Take your time. Here it is. I mean, slow, isn't it? I've done that quicker myself. Looks like a generator more than a mini sub. Alright. Gotta go and look for ourselves. Where are we heading? Let's move the light forward a bit. Going up. I think they had any football dugouts in the... Oh, I've gone too far. Getting a bit carried away there. Where is it then? Will it tell me if I click on the... I can't go any... Obviously went too far forward there. Is it in there somewhere? Oh, look, it's in down that hatch. Okay. I've actually done this. This bit anyway. Let's send him out. I think we are going down that hatch. Indeed we are.
I'm in. There really isn't much left here, is there?
No, not really. Most of the furniture was wood, so it's almost all deteriorated.
There's a lot of debris on the ground, and a few broken canisters. Let's pick up the canisters. Alright, just 3 canisters left to collect. Two more to go. I'll grab the last one. Right, I've got all the canisters.
Guess we're going back. in front of me. Hello? Hello, little fella. Load back in. And away we go.
Alright, heading back up now.
See you soon, Doctor.
These brass canisters will need a good scrub in fresh water. It'll stop them from oxidizing when they dry.
I got 4. What? Who's stolen one? Hey? I thought I put back 4 of them. Oh. Alright.
I'm surprised these paper messages survived. They'll need to be soaked in the desal bath and then in the fungicide tub.
See it starting and then freeze.
Ready for freeze drying. Transferred to Titanic. Fine ship, fine weather. Arrive Wednesday with special delivery. Love, William.
He mentions the package again. Maybe he really did have something stowed in the cargo hold.
Nothing was listed on the manifest.
A lot of things weren't.
He could have been referring to anything, though. It might have been something special in his suitcase or in the purser's safe.
We can still search the cargo hold as a start.
Yeah, we'll check it out next dive. Right on time.
Hello, team.
Hey, Gillian.
We recovered the message from the Marconi room, but it doesn't really give us any new information.
That's still great news. I daren't have hoped you'd find it. What does it say?
We're sending you through a photo of the message now.
Thank you. Oh, it adds another layer to the story, doesn't it?
He must have thought himself lucky to have been transferred to Titanic.
The coal strike meant many people were upgraded to Titanic.
Such tragedy.
William refers to a delivery in this message, so we're assuming he may have kept something in the cargo hold. We're planning to head down there next dive to check it out. Depending on what it was, there's a chance it survived.
Did you find anything we missed in the cargo manifests?
No, but I've been doing a bit of extra sleuthing. I found out that there was a registered parcel traveling on the Titanic with a Mr. W.J. Henderson's name on it. Is it possible that the gift was traveling as mail and not cargo?
Yeah, that's a possibility. They could have also been 2 separate packages. The only way to know would be to check both rooms.
The mailroom used to be off limits, but we can access it through a new hole in the cargo hold wall. Our ROV will need another transmitter upgrade to delve that deep, though, and a longer lasting battery. Do you have any idea of the size of the parcel? What's inside it?
No. Could have been anything, really. The registered weight suggests something small, and Mary liked delicate things. Maybe something French? She loved southern France.
Could it have been a religious gift? I read the Hendersons were very involved in their local church.
Yes, definitely. In fact, I'm surprised William's Bible wasn't in the suitcase you recovered. He was known to carry it everywhere.
Maybe he had it with him during the sinking.
Perhaps. There are mixed reports about his final moments, unfortunately. I'm not sure we'll ever find out what really happened.
Well, we'll try our best to find out. Hopefully we can learn more about him from the next dive.
I do hope so. I want to tell my great-grandfather's story accurately in this biography.
We'll speak again tomorrow, after the dive.
Yes, thank you. Talk to you then.
Right. We better get those upgrades for Predator sorted then.
I'll get on it now.
Here we go again. I was looking to see, I wondered if you took photos, whether they appeared on the wall. But I can't see the ones that I took anywhere. Right, here we go. Oh. Take that one out. Let's put that back down. Just
She's good to go.
Thanks.
off we go. Now, I don't think I got this far, so this is going to be new to me as well.
Radio check, CCGS Wilson.
Signal is great, Dr. Lynch.
All right.
I'm just marking the cargo hold on your map. You can access it from the number 2 hatch on the forward well deck.
I'll make my way to the hatch and deploy Predator.
Where's that blooming light going now? Hello?
I remember it all, very clearly from the moment that my father wakened me, because of course I was in bed and asleep, until I saw that ship sink, and afterwards when I heard the people drown. I remember it all vividly.
Do you remember the panic, the fright? Were you panicked and frightened, or did you kind of, being 7 years of age, not really take it all in?
Oh no, I took it all in, but the panic started, of course, after the all too few lifeboats had gone, and people were coming up on deck hoping to get into a lifeboat, and there weren't any boats for them. That's when the panic started, which we could hear when we were in the lifeboat.
I suppose as a very young person you could see adults panicking and
Oh,
screaming.
yes,
Must have been absolutely horrific.
Dreadful.
And your father went down with the ship.
Yes, he did.
Your mother, however, was
She was
spared
saved with me, yes, that's right.
And I hate to drag it up, but do you remember going away in one of the dinghies looking back at the ships?
I do indeed, yes. Very clearly, and to this day I hate looking at pictures of ships.
Need to be going up. You're always waiting for it to suddenly appear out of the eerie, and then when it does, It's huge. Looks like a big mast.
It might be a good idea to shine your sublights down the void again. There will be a lot of debris down there.
Oh, it's a crab again. Trying to get as close as I possibly can without causing any damage.
Heading down now.
Right. So where are we going? There's some plates and stuff down there, look. We're going to have a look at the plates. If it'll let me pick those up. No. Just for show. It's a shame, isn't it?
You were right about the debris.
The cargo crates and barrels in here have almost all disintegrated.
I didn't realize it was carrying so much cargo. Surely this wasn't all just for passengers.
No, most of this was produce and commercial goods being shipped to the United States, along with the passenger cargo.
I'll have a look around here before moving on to the mailroom, see if I can find anything related to Henderson.
Guessing you're not supposed to. Touch any of that.
I can't see anything useful here. If he did have a package, it looks to be long gone.
Let's check out the mail room then.
Where's the access point again?
It's in the side of the wall towards the back of the room. You'll see the metal has deteriorated there.
It looks like some areas are decaying faster than others.
Yeah, it is. We have a request from a conservation group to photograph the opening so the decay can be monitored.
No problem.
I guess we're entering in here, are we?
Done. I'm through to the mailroom.
Deck plans show there is a parcel room to the right of the mail room, near the stairs.
Well, at least they sorted the mail out before they went down.
This room is pretty well preserved. Even the mail sacks look to be in decent condition.
The deeper you
I
get
can't
into
see
the
anything
ship,
here.
the more Try the bags near the stairs. There should be some sacks of registered mail destined for New York there.
Hello, crabs.
Here we go. Found the New York bags.
Can you see Henderson's name on any packages?
Found one for a W.J. Henderson. I think this is it. The packaging isn't in great condition, but the contents look okay.
I can't believe we found it. Is there anything else there with his name on it?
I can't see anything else. I'll make my way up now.
Great. See you soon.
They're obviously used to having a photo taken, aren't they? Not the first person down here, obviously. Take one from this side. Can't remember how to get out. Did I come in? Here we go. Right, let's have a look. 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 there. I could just press the return button, but where's the fun in that? Now I'll do it because I'm almost there. It can dock itself. Somewhere there. There it is. And back we go. What are we going to find in the package? Do you think we'll find the brooch that was from the movie? Or the necklace?
Hey Jean, I'll just get this cleaned up before our call.
I'm surprised the packaging survived at all.
This case will need a bit of care. A soak, scrub, PEG bath, and then drying.
Freeze dry. And then we're going to open it, aren't we? Oh wow.
Luckily, glass and gold don't need much attention when recovered. Just a quick scrub to remove the dirt.
No perfume in it though.
That's beautiful.
Gillian will be so excited to see this perfume bottle. I guess that it being French is correct.
Hi, Gillian.
Hello. What do you have for me today?
We made our way into the cargo hold and mail room and found William's gift. It was a small parcel in the registered mail sacks.
That's amazing. I honestly thought that it was a long shot to recover the parcel. What's inside?
A leather case containing a small glass perfume bottle. Looks like gold detailing, and you were right with your suspicions. It's French.
I knew it.
I'll send through a photo.
Now that this is recovered, though, I don't know where we should search next.
Honestly, we aren't sure either.
We were hoping the journal and his gift might give us some indication of William's final movements, but we're at a dead end.
You should continue your search of the bow. There's still a large portion of the ship unexplored.
Yeah, we need to take advantage of this good weather.
What areas should we explore next, then?
I suggest the D-deck reception area and Turkish baths.
We haven't really ventured into the debris field yet, either.
It covers such a large area, though, 3 by 5 miles, and some areas are denser in artifacts than others. It would take us years to search the entire area.
What about that mosaic imaging of the wreck completed recently? Could we identify smaller areas to search from those images?
The divers focused on mapping out the wreck itself more than the debris field, but I heard some other diving teams have started on the surrounding areas as well.
I could contact those dive teams to find out what they have mapped. They may have finished some of the denser debris areas.
It's worth a shot. Let us know what you learn.
In the meantime, we'll keep looking for clues and let you know if we find anything of interest.
Thanks. I hope to hear from you soon.
Why the D-deck reception area and Turkish baths?
They're both areas Henderson would have visited, and we have jobs from other contractors in those areas, so it's a good opportunity. 2 birds, 1 stone, you know?
Fair enough. Will we need any upgrades for this next dive?
Yeah, we need to attach some specialty equipment to Predator for these contracts. The D-deck reception is a basic photography opportunity, so that's fine. But the Turkish baths is a recovery job.
A recovery?
Another dive team was searching that area, and their tethered ROV lost communication with the submersible. They've asked us to recover their ROV for them, and they've been kind enough to supply us with the necessary upgrades.
Do you think it'll be difficult to get out?
Not sure yet. We'll find out when we get down there and try. The ROV looks to be trapped under a piece of pipe, so we'll need to lift the pipe and then drag it out with a hook.
What equipment have they given us?
It's sitting over there on the table next to Predator. Should be easy enough to attach
This
it all.
flotation gear. I'll get onto it now then.
Where are we going? Oh, there's one.
This hook and rope will be useful when I rescue the downed ROV.
Where's that going? Not sure where that's supposed to go. It's not in there, is it? Oh, there you go.
All attached. She's ready for tomorrow.
Get some rest. We've got a big day tomorrow.
Woohoo! Go and rescue an ROV.
Radio check.
Crystal clear, Dr. Lynch.
Okay, making my way to the D-deck reception area now. I can access this through the forward grand staircase, right?
Yeah, marking it on your map now. You'll need to park off to the side of the staircase this time, leaving the opening clear.
Here we go. We're going to get another story. Hope so.
On that night of April the 14th, we all, that is, the captain and officers, knew perfectly well that we were just about entering the region where ice might be sighted at that particular time of the year, and had taken all necessary precautions. We were steaming that night at a good 22 knots. At 10 o'clock, I was relieved as officer of the watch by Murdoch, W.M. Murdoch. Of course, he knew nothing of the death trap lying ahead of us any more than I did. And so, 5 bells, 6 bells, and 7 bells went by. But barely 10 minutes had passed after the sound of the last bell when there were 3 sharp clangs on the crow's nest bell, followed by a cry from the lookout cage, "Ice right ahead, sir." Murdoch evidently saw the massive ice practically at the same time as the lookout men, and shouted, "Hard a starboard, full speed astern." Her bow swung a bit, but not enough, and she struck. She took the blow along her starboard side, masses of ice actually falling on the foredeck.
What's with the patches of damage on the deck? I thought it would all deteriorate at the same rate.
Those sections are deteriorating faster because of visitors to the site. Some people land their subs on deck, making it deteriorate faster.
Isn't conservation of this site meant to be important?
It is. It just took a while for people to realize what was causing the damage. No one lands on the wreck now.
Oh wait, aren't the subs supposed to be neutrally buoyant?
They are, but the scratching of the surface is what causes fast deterioration, not the weight. It's better to just not touch anything.
I'm at the staircase, descending to D-deck now.
Let's... Let's go move it back a bit. Is that better? Yeah, it's a bit better. Hello. Crap's about again.
Right, I'm at D-deck.
Oh, Gav.
Great. The area in front of you is the reception area. Head forward and you'll find a grand piano on the port side.
Is that what I'm photographing?
Yeah, an American historian is writing about the Titanic's musicians and wants a clear photograph of the piano.
It's over there somewhere, is it? There you go. Oh, wow.
I can't believe this survived.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Like something out of a film.
I think this is the first room Henderson would have seen when he boarded.
Did you want to take a minute to look around?
Yeah, can I?
Of course. The next task is the recovery in the Turkish baths. So head down the grand staircase when you're finished here.
Oh, didn't want to press that button. Oh, I didn't want to. I wanted to take a photograph of the panels on the doors. Oh, I pressed the wrong button again. Look. That's where we came in.
Alright, I'm ready. Turkish baths are at the bottom of the staircase, right?
Yep, straight down and off to starboard.
That's where we go. We're going the wrong way. You're showing me I should go there. Yeah, it is that. Yeah, I'm not going that way, so it's got to be down that hole. Somehow. Oh, damn it, press the wrong button again. I thought I just spotted where I needed to go. So it's still further in here somewhere. How the hell do you get down? Oh, hello. Here we go. That's it. We're going through that door. There it is. How did it manage to get stuck there?
I'm in the baths now. I can see the ROV here pinned under a pipe.
Great. You'll need to get into position and attach the flotation bag to the pipe. The flotation bag is in the Predator's storage compartment.
Oh, I've done it again. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong blooming buttons. A bit close, perhaps. Where's my hand gone? Oh, I've done it again. It's been working all right, and now there we go. That's what we need to do. Oh, for God's sake. Annoy myself. Is it? I'm going to take a photo of it so they can see how stupid they were. Right. Now I want the flotation.
Done.
Okay. Last step is to activate the tank, and it should fill the bag. You can activate it from the inventory.
Hey, it's working. The pipe is lifting.
Great. When the pipe's completely lifted, you can attach your hook and drag the ROV out of here.
Right.
No. That's winding myself up.
I think the motor failed. My arm's not responding.
Is everything else okay? Is the line attached?
Yeah, everything else is operational, and the line's still connected.
Okay, we'll fix the arm when you're back on the surface, but for now you'll have to be extra cautious. You need to drag the ROV back out to the ground staircase. The extra weight is going to make your controls tricky.
Oh, you're not wrong there. Predator's really struggling. I'll need to use my other arm until we get this damaged one replaced. This is going to be difficult.
Just take it nice and slow.
Where are we going?
Am I towing this thing all the way back to the sub?
No, we've an easier way to get out of the wreck. Let me know when you're at the staircase. Where are we going now then? I thought we were... Have I gone the wrong way? I thought we were going back through here. Obviously not. Further down, are we? I can't get out that way. What am I missing here? Hello, crab. I've got to go through this door. Surely not. I'm gonna fit through there, am I? Set the car alarm off there. So, what am I supposed to be doing here? It's telling me to go back in there. Am I going? Is that going up? Don't tell me I've just come all the way back from where I should have been going. What a fool. Was an extra task I had to do while I was down here, recover something apart from the sub. No, it's telling me to go up, so I was right the first time. What a fool. Just as well as not running low on battery, isn't it?
E-deck. Here we go. Where are we going? We're going back up. Over there, look.
I'm at the staircase again.
The next step is to attach a tracker to the ROV. There is one in your compartment.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do with it? To be honest, it would have been easier for me to tie it all the way back. I'm nearly there anyway, aren't I?
Now what?
Now remove the hook and let it float straight up to the surface. The other diving team will be able to track it and pick it up.
Well, there she goes. Should I follow it up?
No, we aren't finished down here yet.
What's left to do?
We need to collect the gear we left in the Turkish baths.
The flotation gear?
Yeah, it's too expensive to leave down here. You need to deflate the balloon and remove it from the pipe.
Doesn't sound very healthy now.
All done. I'm heading back up.
Great, see you soon. I'll get the lab ready to repair Predator. Back out again.
dodgy arm now. In you go. And back up we go. That was longer than it should have been.
Looks like the motor went.
Yeah, we're lucky it's easy to replace. Hey, Gillian.
How are you doing?
As well as can be expected, I guess.
How did you go with the dive teams? Did you find anything?
Not really. I contacted them and looked over the areas of the debris field that they've mapped using cameras. The images are highly detailed, but I couldn't see anything interesting there. They've suggested we consider mapping out an unexplored area.
Well, we could take on that contract for you if you want. Our submersible is capable. It's already fitted with sonar and cameras.
And we haven't found anything else related to Henderson inside the ship. I think we should start looking outside the bow.
Yes, I agree. We may get lucky and find William.
And even if we don't, we'll still be contributing to research of the ship and her passengers.
Do you have the coordinates for the area they want us to check?
Yes, I'll send them through. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm going to the Titanic convention in Southampton tomorrow.
Oh, great. Getting some research done?
Hopefully. It's a good opportunity to meet some of the other relatives of passengers and hear their stories. There's also a demo for a Titanic computer game being shown. Apparently, it's been in development for almost 10 years, but the developers are saying it'll be released soon.
It better be. I backed it on Funster years ago.
Let us know how it goes. I'd love to hear some stories about Henderson.
I suppose we should prepare for the next dive then.
We've got a lot to do before we head out. Thanks for the update, Gillian.
Not a problem. Let me know how you get on tomorrow.
Will do. Talk later. I suppose I better fix that arm.
Shouldn't take you too long. There's a replacement one on the table.
What's going on?
All done. See you tomorrow.
See you then.
That was hard work, wasn't it? I'm not quite sure how many missions there are. A computer game that's coming out for the Titanic. I wonder what that is.
Radio check.
Crystal clear, Dr. Lynch.
Alright, let's get this scanning started.
I've marked the starting point on your map.
So what's the process exactly?
Well, it can be a little repetitive, but takes a fair bit of skill. Basically, you need to mow the lawn with your sub.
Mow the lawn? What?
You need to scan up and down the area following a strict pattern, making sure you cover the entire area. Detailed map of the area. And this will help researchers identify items amongst the debris field.
Right, so if I don't follow the lines perfectly, I risk missing a bit?
Yeah, pretty much. The submersible you're in is already fitted with both sonar and optical equipment for this exact purpose. If we can't make a full mosaic from the images you collect, the blame is kind of on you and your piloting skills.
No, thanks.
No pressure then.
Well, going a bit too far in front there with the let's just leave it there.
Well, we were standing on the steerage, third class they call it, and then we couldn't get up to second. And of course then there was one man with us, and he was our guardian angel, and he said, for God's sake, let the women up. So at that I got up
and then
to
you
second.
And then you got into a lifeboat?
No, then I had to go to first cabin. The lifeboats were only going from first cabin. So there was a man on the second deck, and he asked me to go on his shoulder, and I climbed over, and then I think it was the last boat that was going out.
Did you take
They didn't want to let me on because there was too many on the boat already.
But you got into the boat?
But I said to the man I'd like to go with my sister because there was a neighbor with me, and I thought he'd feel, because I didn't want to lose the crowd. I didn't really think it was any danger, but I thought I'd miss them in the dark, you know, it's very dark.
Did you see the ship sink?
Oh, yes. I was looking at it sinking when we were in the lifeboat, because we're in the lifeboats for 9 hours.
And then which ship rescued you?
Carpathia. Carpathia picked us up then early in the morning, about 9 o'clock or something.
Alright, here we are.
Great. I'm just updating your map with the new path for scanning. You'll need to try and follow the lines as well as you can. If you go off track, try to get back on and keep going.
Will do.
And remember to keep your eyes peeled for anything relating to Henderson.
What exactly should I be looking for?
His Bible, a pocket watch with his initials, his coat, shoes, anything that might have survived.
Right.
So, we'll make a start over here, are we? I don't know. Or do we make a start over there? I'm guessing we make a start over there. Let's go over there. See bits and pieces, look. Whoa. I don't know how. Gentle. Doesn't say how high you should be or anything like that. Right. Doesn't tell you where the scan is, does it? Do we scan with this? I supposed to be scanning? Am I supposed to be scanning in the sub? Use the submarine scan. Debris, so I should be in the submarine. Right. My stupidity. Going back in. Yeah. No. Where's the scan? Yeah, I know how to do that. Some debris there, look. What's that? Can I go and have a look? Back in you go. Something else there, look. No. Let's take a photo of it then. we're not seeing more in the way of wildlife down here. What's that there? Something there. Got that fish. A little fishy. No, can't. Don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing, but you know, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? That's what I would be doing anyway if I was sent on that mission. Sorry, fish, get out of the way. Run him down. Traffic accident. Let's see. Seeing anything? Oh, what's that? No. Pots and pans. It's going to be right in the centre, isn't it? Is that something there? Looks like something. Can't pick it up. Back here. What's that? There's a boot. Oh. It's a boot or something. One area that I haven't done yet, look. Seeing anything else?
All done. I didn't see anything jumping out at me, though.
Yeah, that's okay. We can double check the images when you get back up here. They're coming through now. Hopefully something will pop up. Next up is to place a hydrophone. I've marked the location on your map.
I'll head over there now.
Sorry, but I'm not familiar with this kind of task. What's a hydrophone?
Underwater microphone. They're used to record underwater vibrations like animal sounds and seismic activity.
Why has NCPA asked us to set up a... Okay, you'll need to dispatch Predator and use the arms to place the hydrophone. It's in the storage compartment.
All right.
What's with the center casing?
Well, that's all the batteries and computers needed to run the hydrophone and record the data. In a couple of years, they'll organize it to be collected again so they can study the recordings.
That's amazing. Do you need to activate anything?
Nope, it's all set up. Right, what's next then?
Our final contract for today is from a Lebanese society. They want to see detailed images of the funnels. I have the coordinates. I'll mark them on your map.
Another easy contract.
It pays the bills.
I'll head there now. I didn't realize there was a Lebanese Titanic society. Were there many Lebanese on board?
Oh yeah, there was a large Arabic community on board. Over 100 migrants from Lebanon, Syria and Egypt. Unfortunately, most Arabic names were anglicized on the passenger list, leading to confusion when reporting which people died or survived.
That must have been scary for those passengers who didn't speak English. They couldn't have known what was happening.
Do we get another story?
All done.
Great. They'll be happy with those images.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all for today. You're free to explore or head up to the surface.
I think I'll explore a little.
Back. Where is he? Is he coming back? Oh. Not like no. Well, perhaps he was. He was just taking a long way round. Let's put him back. Should start seeing him coming out of the darkness. Oh, there he is, I can see him. He's coming. Oh. Amazon haven't got any worries, have they? In your own time, son. truck up. Let's go. So I wonder what we found that's different from what I took photographs of, do you think? Some old plates, a boot, and some lighting.
Oh hey, come check this out.
Wow, that worked out great.
You aced piloting Sedna. This mosaic has come together really well. I've started going through the images, but haven't found anything so far resembling Henderson's items.
That's a shame. How long will it take to go through all the images?
I think I can have them all done tomorrow evening. I really hope we find something.
Yeah, me too.
Hello, Ethan. Jean. How'd you both manage today?
Hi, Gillian.
I think we did well. We've scanned the area and I've started processing the images.
Oh, wonderful news. When do you think they'll be done?
I'd say tomorrow evening. How did the convention go?
It was marvelous. So many people came, and I got to hear a huge range of stories. I'll definitely be attending the next one.
Did you hear anything about Henderson?
Yes, actually. One lady in particular said her grandmother, Anne, was a survivor and spoke of the accident regularly. She remembers Anne talking about the kindness of a Scottish gent who helped families board lifeboats on the starboard side. Apparently, once he learnt teenage boys were being banned from boats on the port side of the ship, he went up and down the boat deck telling them to try on the other side.
Sounds like Henderson. How did she know it was him and not another passenger?
He was well known in business circles, wasn't he?
Yes, Anne didn't realize who it was at the time, but her mother did. Years later, she found letters her mother had written to friends about the kindness of William Henderson and other men who helped passengers. She was thankful that he thought it important to keep families together.
That's an impressive story. Does her family still have the letter?
Yes, but she didn't bring it with her. She'll email me through a copy when she can.
It'd be a great thing to include in the biography.
I'd love to accompany it with an image of his final resting place. I hope we'll spot something in these scanned images.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Do you have a plan if we don't find anything in the images?
We'd be at another dead end. I suppose we could select another area and rescan, but I don't wish to keep doing that. My funding can only go so far, and I fear the search would need to be shelved.
That's all right. We understand.
I'd love for us to find him, but if we don't have evidence to follow...
We'll keep searching the debris field and let you know if we find something. You never know, we might find a new lead tomorrow.
I hope so. In the meantime, I'll keep looking for another lead here.
We'll talk again tomorrow evening.
Speak to you then.
So, what's our itinerary for tomorrow's dive?
Just one contract job for tomorrow, but it's an interesting one. You'll be assisting Mr. Ocean to film his documentary on the wreck.
Mr. Ocean? As in the big shot Hollywood director Eddie Ocean?
That's the one. He's requested you help light up the wreck with your sub, while he films from another sub. He'll be communicating with you directly through the radio.
Wow, this'll be great.
It'll be an experience for sure, but he's known to have a bit of a temper, so you'll need to make sure you're fast and efficient.
Right. Will you be helping me?
No, unfortunately. I'll be spending the entire day here in the lab, searching through the images. You're on your own for this one.
Anyone else there?
Ocean has 2 historians in the sub with him, but they won't be much help to you. They're just there to assist him. Mr. Ocean has kindly provided us with new wide beam lights. Should give you good coverage, and you can use your normal lights for spotlight work.
Okay guys, I think that's enough for one day. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. It's a little bit different from the normal games. Titanic VR is the experience. $15.99 in the PlayStation Store at the moment. There's quite a bit of content as well that I've not shown you, which, you know, I think that'd be wrong for me to show you. I think you've got to experience that for yourselves, which is a video tour of a dive. Which I think would be absolutely...
Radio check, Wilson.
All clear, Dr. Lynch. I think you're set. Just remember to only turn on your wide beam lights when you are directed to by Mr. Ocean.
Can't I leave them on all the time?
No, they'll drain your battery faster.
Alright, I think I'm ready.
You'll need to change over to channel 95 to speak with Mr. Ocean. His call sign is Ocean 1.
Great. Thanks, Gene. I'll talk to you later.
That was around the time I won my first Academy Award. As you know, I've won a fair few since then.
Yes. Very interesting.
I'd just like to thank you again for having us here. We're big fans of your work.
I know, son.
Ocean 1, this is Sedna.
Sedna, this is Ocean 1. Welcome to my palace.
Good to be here.
Dr. Lynch, I have my right-hand men here, Harold Walsh and Sean Jones. Say hi to the doctor, boys.
Hello there. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Alrighty, down to business. We're filming sections of the bow today for my upcoming film. It's an educational documentary showing how much I've learned about the ship. And of course, it'll also be a great follow-up to my award-winning film. I'm guessing you've seen it?
Yeah, a while ago.
Of course you have. It's everyone's favorite. I'll be directing and filming from my sub while you'll provide extra lighting.
Right.
We've 6 locations to get through today, so we'd better get moving. First up is a shot of the bow. Get into position. Oh, and make sure all other transceivers are off. Now, I'm a patient man, but I won't stand for interruptions.
Yeah, sure.
The bow is a great place to start, Mr. Ocean. So many interesting things located here. The anchors, the ship's name, the iceberg damage.
What part will we be filming first, Mr. Ocean?
A panning shot up the stem, finishing where John and Daisy stood in my film.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
I didn't realize John and Daisy were based on real people.
Oh, they're not, but it's such a poignant shot for my film, I just have to recreate it. The fans will...
Wouldn't it be more educational to show areas with real history?
Start by filming the most important locations, ones that are linked to my films. We need to start by reminding people about the tragedy of the
So,
to capture that
I am Midlife Game-ist. Thank you very much for watching.
Of course it was. That movie was a visual masterpiece. And this documentary will be even better.
Thank you very much for watching. You can find me on my YouTube channel, which is Midlife Game-ist. You can also find me on Facebook, which is Midlife Game-ist. And if you hit the like and the subscribe button, oh, there we go, and then also the little notification bell, then whenever I do a live stream, it will let you know, and you can come in and join me. Do anything. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different. I think it's a very good tie-in for Titanic. Quite enjoyable experience. It's one of the better ones that I've played. And hopefully, you know, it's encouraged you guys to try it out for yourself as well. You filming? What are you doing? guessing you want me to go up to 0.
Lynch, turn on. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Your lights at that angle are perfect. I'm a genius. You might be asking yourself, how does Eddie Ocean come up with these brilliant ideas? These great shots? And it all comes down to one thing.
Research?
Experience?
Imagination. That's all you need. Imagination.
And funding?
Well, obviously cash is important too, but it's mainly imagination. Don't blind me.
Sorry,
Turn
yeah.
off your lights.
Where to now?
To the port side anchor. Hurry up.
The port anchor is an excellent choice for footage.
Well, of course it is. That's why I'm heading there.
Did you know there were a total of 5 anchors on board Titanic?
5?
Yes, 3 at the bow and the 2 kedge anchors. One on the starboard forecastle deck and the other next to the stern flagpole.
Fascinating.
All right, here we are. Get into position. I don't have all day.
Give us a chance.
Light it up! Now, Lynch!
So, Harold and Sean, what brings you to the wreck?
We are mainly here to assist Mr. Ocean in this expedition. We are producers on this documentary, but we also wanted to see the wreck for ourselves. We've been fans of the Titanic for a long, long time.
And fans of Mr. Ocean, of course.
Cut the chatter! There's an artist at work. Done! Next is Molly Brown's room. I want a shot of that brass bed.
Margaret Brown, Mr. Ocean. She was never known as Molly.
Whatever, Walsh. I don't care.
Sorry, where are we heading?
To B deck, of course.
But wasn't her room on E deck? Her account in the Newport Herald said.
I don't care what her account said. I have the camera, and I say it was this room. Lynch, stop dragging your feet. Get into position.
Where do you want me?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe there in front of the window? Get in there! Nice and close.
I'm trying to get there. Well, I thought I was going to stop guys streaming, but this is quite it's a simple game, but it's quite interesting stories. You don't know what to believe and what not to believe really now, because
no brass bed here. Well, that's all right. We can work around it.
maybe I'll just finish this one.
No, no, no! What are you doing? You're in the shot!
I haven't moved. I'm in the same spot.
I'm surrounded by incompetence! You realize who I am, right? We'll have to shoot it again. Move back, and make sure you keep out of the shot!
Sorry, yeah.
crow's nest, look.
You see, that wasn't too hard, was it?
No.
If you focus, you can actually learn something about filmmaking. Next up is the captain's quarters. I want a shot of his bathtub and bedroom. Get over there!
Where are we going?
We're going to cover both the bathroom and bedroom. Just make sure you keep out of the shot.
Give you a choice of fresh or salt water, hot or cold.
Salt water?
It was considered therapeutic at the time, although most wealthy people only washed once a week.
Have you seen it before?
Well, I've seen pictures.
I'll tell you what's therapeutic. Diving, especially at this site. I love to come here and relax while filming. It's so calm and peaceful.
I can only imagine.
All right, positioning, lights, come on.
You haven't told me where I need to be, have you? Yes, basta.
We're going to cover both the bathroom and bedroom. Just make sure you keep out of the shot.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. The angle's great. And now, the bedroom. What? No, I can't talk. I'm at the bottom of the ocean. Do you know how unprofessional this is? To contact me in the middle of a shoot? Yeah? Well, you should have known my transceiver was left on. I can't be expected to do everything around here. Unbelievable. Okay, we'll keep going. They can fix it in post. Lights off. The David is up next. Get over to the marker.
Which David are we filming, Mr. Ocean?
David number 1.
The one First Officer Murdoch last operated.
Where do you want me placed?
Above, pointing your lights down.
Come on.
Come on, lights, lights! I haven't got all day! Yes, that's the way, Lynch. Shine down like the heavens. You don't have much experience diving, do you, Lynch?
Well, this is my first expedition here, but I've
I
dived.
expected as much, judging by your piloting skills. All right, now get down onto the side of it. I want to see lights coming across, casting shadows.
Going up.
angle's off. I need to get a bit lower.